Seniors, muscle growth after 60 is possible with this natural supplement.
Imagine this. You're climbing the same staircase you've used for years, but suddenly every step feels heavier.
Or you're carrying a bag of groceries and realize you need to stop halfway.
That quiet shift isn't laziness or weakness. It's something called sarcopenia, the natural muscle loss that comes with aging.
And here's the truth. Almost every adult over 60 experiences it.
But here's the twist. Losing muscle is common, not inevitable. With just a few daily habits, you can slow it down, even reverse it.
No pricey programs, no grueling gym sessions.
In fact, some of the most powerful muscle-supporting tools are hiding in plain sight, right in your own pantry.
In this video, we're pulling back the curtain on a natural powder that's been quietly helping seniors rebuild strength, reduce inflammation, and recover faster. Backed by real science, it's simple, safe, and surprisingly effective. So, if you've been eating right and staying active, but still feel like your progress is stuck, this might be the missing link. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share could be the easiest step you'll take toward feeling stronger, steadier, and more confident in your own body. And if you care about keeping your independence after 60, consider subscribing to this channel, because every day we share practical science-based ways to help you stay active and thrive.
You know, when most people hear the words whey protein, they picture young guys at the gym shaking bottles of powder after lifting weights. And if that's the first image that pops into your head, you're not alone.
But here's the surprising thing. Whey protein isn't just for bodybuilders. In fact, for people over 60, it can be one of the easiest, most powerful tools to help fight back against muscle loss.
Let's talk about why. As we age, our bodies go through a natural process called sarcopenia. It doesn't happen overnight. It sneaks up on you. One day, carrying a basket of laundry feels a little heavier, or climbing the stairs you've always used suddenly takes more effort. That's muscle slipping away quietly in the background. And here's the tricky part. Even if you eat a balanced diet, even if you're active, your muscles just don't use protein as efficiently as they used to. It's like pouring water onto a sponge that doesn't soak it up quite as well anymore. That's why so many older adults feel weaker even when they're doing all the right things. This is where whey protein really shines. Whey is what we call a complete protein, which means it has all 9 essential amino acids, those building blocks your body can't make on its own. But what makes it truly special is its high content of one particular amino acid, leucine. Think of leucine as the spark that flips on the light switch for muscle growth. Without it, your body struggles to repair and rebuild. With it, your muscles get the signal they've been waiting for. Time to grow stronger.
Now, here's something a lot of people don't realize. The timing of when you take it matters. Your muscles are most ready to absorb protein in the 30 to 60 minutes after activity. And I don't mean heavy bench presses or running marathons. I'm talking about everyday movement, a brisk walk, stretching in the living room, working in the garden. When you finish and follow it with a scoop of whey protein, that's when the magic happens. You're fueling your muscles right when they're primed to use it.
And it doesn't have to be complicated. Some older adults simply make a part of their morning routine, even on days they're not exercising, because the consistency pays off. Day after day, you're stacking the bricks that keep your body steady, balanced, and strong. Of course, not all powders are created equal. If you decide to try whey, look for whey isolate or grass-fed whey concentrate. These are easier to digest, lower in lactose, and give you the pure protein you're really looking for. And here's my rule of thumb. If the ingredient list looks like a chemistry experiment, skip it. Your body deserves clean, simple nutrition, not artificial fillers. Aim for about 20 grams of protein per serving. That's the sweet spot that really wakes up aging muscles.
The best part? It's easy to make it taste good. Some folks like to keep it simple, mixing it with cold water or almond milk. Others blend it into smoothies with a little banana, some berries, even a handful of spinach. You get protein, fiber, and antioxidants all in one. And if you're an oatmeal lover, stir it right into your breakfast bowl. Suddenly, that simple oatmeal isn't just warm and filling, it's a muscle-supporting powerhouse that keeps you energized for hours.
And whey protein isn't only about muscles. It also helps your immune system, keeps you feeling fuller so you're not reaching for sugary snacks, and it can even help keep your blood sugar steady. In fact, studies on older adults show that adding whey to their daily routine led to improvements in muscle mass, grip strength, and even overall energy. It doesn't happen overnight, but with steady use, the results are real and meaningful.
Here's what it all comes down to. This isn't about chasing big muscles or trying to look like an athlete. It's about keeping your legs strong enough to climb stairs without stopping halfway. It's about having arms steady enough to carry groceries in from the car. It's about balance, so you can walk with confidence and avoid falls. It's about energy, so you can garden, play with your grandkids, or go for that evening stroll without worrying you'll run out of steam.
Growing older doesn't mean giving up the life you enjoy. It simply means your body needs a little extra support. Whey protein is one of the simplest, most effective ways to give it exactly that. A small scoop a day can make a big difference over time. So if you've been feeling weaker lately, or if you just want to stay strong and independent for as long as possible, consider this. Whey protein might be the missing link you didn't even know you needed. Because the truth is, it's not about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years.
Let's move on to something that doesn't get nearly enough credit when it comes to staying strong after 60. Collagen peptides. Now, when most people hear the word collagen, they immediately think of beauty creams or anti-wrinkle ads on TV. And yes, collagen does play a role in skin health. But here's what often gets overlooked. Collagen is so much more than a beauty buzzword.
It's one of the most important structural proteins in your entire body. Think of it as the glue that holds everything together. Your muscles, joints, ligaments, even your bones.
Here's the catch. As we get older, our bodies naturally produce less collagen. That decline starts slowly in your 20s, but after 50 or 60, the drop-off becomes much more noticeable. That's when you might feel your knees complain when you get out of bed, or your hips ache after just a short walk. Here's the catch. As we get older, our bodies naturally produce less collagen. That decline starts slowly in your 20s, but after 50 or 60, the drop-off becomes much more noticeable. That's when you might feel your knees complain when you get out of bed, or your hips ache after just a short walk. What's happening isn't just muscle loss, it's also collagen loss. Because here's the truth, your muscles don't operate on their own. They rely on a whole network of tendons, ligaments, and connective tissue. If that network weakens, your muscles can't do their job properly.
That's where collagen peptides step in. These are collagen proteins that have been broken down into smaller pieces so your body can absorb them easily. Inside those peptides are special amino acids, glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. Think of them as the nuts and bolts that tighten up the frame of a house.
When you take collagen peptides regularly, you're reinforcing the entire structure around your muscles, making it stronger, steadier, and more flexible. And the results? They may not be dramatic overnight, but over time, they can be life-changing. I've heard so many older adults say things like, I can finally stand up from my chair without grabbing the armrest, or I can walk farther without that nagging ache in my knees. These are small victories, but they add up to something big. Confidence. The confidence to move freely again. The good news is, collagen is incredibly easy to use. Most powders are flavorless and dissolve right into your daily routine. Stir a scoop into your morning coffee. Blend it into a smoothie. Add it to soup or oatmeal. No strange taste, no extra effort. Just support for your body with every sip a spoonful. For most seniors, 10 to 20 grams a day is the sweet spot. And the key here is consistency. 1 or 2 tries won't do much. But give it a few weeks, give it a few months, and you'll notice the difference in how you move, how you feel, even how you recover. And here's a bonus. Collagen doesn't just help with movement. Studies suggest it can reduce joint pain, support bone density, and even improve skin elasticity and hydration. So while you're strengthening the inside, you might just notice a healthier glow on the outside too. If you're considering trying collagen, quality matters. Look for powders made from grass-fed, pasture-raised cows or wild-caught marine sources. These tend to be cleaner and richer in nutrients.
Also, keep an eye out for vitamin C, or simply pair your collagen with a glass of orange juice. Why? Because vitamin C is essential for your body to actually use the collagen you're giving it. Without it, you're not getting the full benefit. And if you're already taking calcium or magnesium supplements, you can pair them with collagen for even more support to bones and joints.
Think about it this way. If you've been avoiding walking, gardening, or dancing because of stiff joints or sore tendons, collagen might be the missing piece. Aging doesn't mean giving up the things you love. It just means your body needs a little more support to keep doing them. Collagen peptides provide that support quietly and consistently, like repairing the inner scaffolding that keeps everything standing tall. At the end of the day, protecting your muscles after 60 isn't just about eating more protein or lifting weights. It's about caring for all the little parts that help those muscles function. The joints, the ligaments, the connective tissue. Collagen peptides give your body those raw materials it's been missing, so you can keep moving freely and living on your own terms. Because getting older doesn't mean getting weaker. It means getting wiser, knowing what your body truly needs and giving it the care it deserves. So if you're starting to feel those early signs, stiff knees, sore hips, slower recovery, don't ignore them. See them as a signal that it might be time to add collagen to your routine. A scoop a day could be the simple step that keeps you walking, bending, lifting, and enjoying the freedom you've earned. And if you're finding this information helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any of our future tips on staying strong, healthy, and independent after 60. And feel free to leave a comment with your questions. I'd love to hear your story. Now let's shift to something you may not have heard much about. But trust me, once you do, you'll wonder why it isn't talked about more. I'm talking about spirulina powder. At first glance, it doesn't look like much. It's just a deep blue-green algae. But don't let its humble appearance fool you. Spirulina has been around for centuries, used by ancient cultures long before it showed up in the modern wellness world. And today, science is finally catching up with what they seem to know. Spirulina is one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. For those of us over 60, it can be a real game changer. One reason it's so powerful is because spirulina is a complete protein. That means it contains all 9 of the essential amino acids your body can't make on its own. If you've ever struggled to get enough protein, maybe you don't eat much meat anymore, or you just find heavy protein foods harder to digest, spirulina gives you a lighter, plant-based option. For vegetarians, vegans, or anyone looking for something gentler on the stomach, spirulina delivers muscle-supporting protein without the fuss of cooking a big steak. But the protein is just the beginning. Spirulina also comes packed with a treasure chest of micronutrients. One of the biggest ones is iron, and here's why that matters. Iron helps your body make hemoglobin, which carries oxygen through your blood. Without enough oxygen, your muscles can't function at their best. That's when you feel heavy-legged, short of breath, or simply drained after climbing stairs or carrying groceries. This is especially important for seniors, and even more so for women or anyone who has struggled with anemia. Traditional iron pills often cause stomach upset or constipation, which makes them tough to stick with. Spirulina, on the other hand, provides a gentler, plant-based form of iron that supports red blood cell production and boosts stamina without those common side effects. More oxygen in your blood means more energy, better muscle performance, and less of that dragging through the day feeling. But spirulina's benefits don't stop at protein and iron. It's also rich in magnesium, potassium, calcium, and B vitamins. These nutrients are crucial for keeping your muscles firing properly and your nerves communicating clearly. If you've ever dealt with muscle cramps, restless legs at night, or that sluggish drain sensation that makes you want to sit instead of move, low magnesium or potassium could be part of the issue. Spirulina offers these minerals in a natural, bioavailable form that your body can actually use.
And then there's something truly unique about spirulina. Its antioxidant powerhouse called phycocyanin. This is what gives spirulina its vibrant blue-green color. But more importantly, phycocyanin helps fight off inflammation and oxidative stress, the silent culprits that speed up muscle loss, joint pain, and aging. Chronic low-grade inflammation often flies under the radar, yet it can leave you feeling sore, stiff, and less mobile. Spirulina helps calm that fire, protecting your cells and supporting quicker recovery after activity, whether it's a long walk, some gardening, or even light stretching.
Spirulina also improves circulation by encouraging your body to produce more nitric oxide. That relaxes and widens your blood vessels, helping oxygen and nutrients flow more freely to your muscles. If you've dealt with cold hands and feet, muscle tightness, or fatigue that seems linked to poor circulation, spirulina can help bring that blood flow back where it belongs, fueling your muscles and keeping them healthy.
Now you might be wondering, all right, but how do I actually take this stuff? The good news is it's simple. You can start with just half a teaspoon a day and slowly work up to a full teaspoon. Spirulina comes in both powder and tablets. The powder is more versatile, but it does have a strong, earthy taste that takes some getting used to. One trick is to mix it into citrus juices like orange or pineapple, since the acidity cuts through the flavor. Some people blend it into smoothies with banana, ginger, or lemon. You can even stir it into soups, salad dressings, or sprinkle a little into oatmeal.
If you'd rather avoid the taste altogether, the tablets are a great option. They're convenient, tasteless, and easy to carry with you. The real key, though, is consistency. Spirulina isn't a quick fix you notice overnight. It works quietly, day by day, reinforcing your muscles, joints, and energy systems from the inside out. Give it a few weeks, give it a few months, and many seniors report they feel less sore, recover faster, and have more steady energy throughout the day.
Of course, quality matters. Because spirulina grows in water, it's important to choose a source that's clean and tested. Look for organic, third-party tested spirulina from trusted regions like Hawaii or California. Avoid cheap brands that don't tell you where it's grown. Those can carry contaminants like heavy metals or bacteria. The right spirulina should be pure, safe, and transparent about its origins. When you find a good one, you're not just giving your muscles protein. You're boosting your immune system, supporting detox, improving circulation, and even adding a natural daily multivitamin to your life. All from a single green scoop. Picture this. You wake up, mix spirulina into a glass of juice, and head out for your morning walk. Your legs feel lighter. You come back, and instead of collapsing in a chair, you still have the energy to tidy up, make lunch, or call a friend. That's the kind of gentle but powerful support spirulina can bring. It may look small, but its impact is huge, especially for those of us over 60 who want to stay active, independent, and full of life. Getting older doesn't have to mean slowing down or settling for fatigue. With spirulina, you're giving your body one of nature's simplest, most effective tools to keep moving with strength and confidence.
So give it a try, stick with it, and let your body show you the difference.
You deserve to feel good in your body. You deserve to get out of bed without hesitation, to carry your groceries with steady arms, to walk into a room with confidence, and to keep doing the things you love. The truth is, even after 60, your muscles are still capable of growth. They can heal. They can get stronger. All it takes is the right kind of support, a little patience, and the willingness to give your body what it truly needs.
That's why these natural powders, whey protein, collagen peptides, and spirulina are not just health fads. They're simple, science-backed tools that quietly rebuild the foundation beneath you. Whey provides the spark that helps muscles repair. Collagen strengthens the scaffolding of joints and ligaments. Spirulina fuels you with plant-based protein, iron, and antioxidants that fight inflammation. Together, they give you the balance, energy, and resilience to meet each day on your own terms.
If you've ever felt your strength slipping away, I want you to know it's not too late. Small steps still make a big difference. Maybe it's mixing whey into your morning smoothie. Maybe it's stirring collagen into your coffee. Or maybe it's adding that tiny green scoop of spirulina into your juice. One habit at a time, you'll start to notice changes, not overnight, but steadily, quietly, in ways that matter most. So try one this week. Listen to your body. Let it remind you what it feels like to be strong again. And if this message resonated with you, give it a like, share it with a friend, and hit subscribe so you never miss new tips for staying healthy, independent, and full of life. Because your health matters, and I'm glad you're here on this journey with us.